Okay, this is not financial advice, okay? This is for educational purposes only, right? And if you don't already know, by the time I get done with this video, you're going to know, okay? You're going to know, okay? And so we all work and we got businesses. We're always looking for new customers and stuff like that, right? We're serving our existing customers, okay? But if there was ever a time that you wanted, I'm gonna say a large sum of money, okay? I'm going to say, if there was ever a time you wanted to get rich, I'm talking about like really rich. I'm talking about like 20 million, 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 500 million, a billion. If there was ever a time, right, to acquire that kind of money, it's right now. It's right now, okay? It's right now. Like I was sharing with you in a previous video, the financial infrastructure, not only for the United States, but the financial infrastructure pretty much worldwide is being transformed, okay? We can look at what Japan is doing. We can look at what the Russians are doing. We can look at what the Chinese is doing. We can look at what the Europeans are doing. We can look at what Brazil is doing. It's happening all over the world right now, okay? Financial institutions are going to blockchain. They're using blockchain, right, which is a technology for the transfer and the remittance and the settlement for debts, money, and everything, okay? And the financial system here in the United States is going to get transformed, okay? There's this bill that Congress is trying to get approved, and they can do it very easily, right? There's a big fight in the United States over money, okay, right now, or the control of money. Who's going to control money? And you've seen this in the news about President Trump reporting his President Trump making, you know, what was it, in the billions, 1 or 2 billion or something like that, right? Off of crypto, okay? And so if you have ever wanted a lot of money, okay? And a lot of people say, you know, money ain't everything, okay? It's not everything, okay? And it may not be everything, okay? But life is a hell of a lot better when you got it, okay? And when you got plenty of it, okay? You can make some serious decisions. Money gives you options. That's what it does, okay? It gives you options, okay? And so there are 2 tokens. And again, this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. This is to enlighten you if you don't already know, okay? But you can take XLM, which is a token, and XRP is a token. Go do your own go do your own investigation. Go do your own research. Go do your own due diligence, right? Don't take my word for it, right? Okay? But look at those 2 coins right now. There are other ones, right? But here's what you got to understand. Most people, okay, that I know and that I follow and that I've talked with and dealt with, right? Okay? If they're rich, and a lot of them are, right? I mean, a lot of times you don't know who has financial capital like that when you're working with them and you're talking with them, right? But the ones that I've dealt with, and I find out, or they tell me, you know, that they're very wealthy, right? Money has been in their family for years and stuff like that, right? When I was doing floors, I ran into rich people about once a week when I was flooring, okay? And maybe sometime once a month, okay? But I ran into a lot of rich people, and they allowed me to work in their homes while they were not there. They were in Texas or California or somewhere else. they had given me the keys or the passcode to their home, and I went in there and did floors. I did their floors and I did their bathrooms. And a lot of times, these houses had 8, 9, 10 bathrooms, okay? But what I'm telling you is there's a huge opportunity right now for you to get into crypto, okay? And the reason why I have conviction about this is when I worked at NASA, for 6 years, okay? I worked on SLS, okay? The guy who, my friend, who his cube was upstairs. But we used to talk every day. And he would always ask me, Jimmy, have you gotten your Bitcoin yet? And I would say, no, man, I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna get it. You know, and I told him just like this. I said, man, I don't understand it. He said, well, hell, just go learn about it. Just go buy 100 tokens, right? Go buy 10, 20, 50 tokens, okay? This was with Bitcoin. This was back in like 2014, 2015, 2016, okay? And so I never did, but we talked about it. We talked about it for at least a year, just on and off, right? And we all know what Bitcoin is right now. I think Bitcoin might be trading at $64,000, $65,000 a token, okay? Okay. But XRP and XLM, those are two different tokens. Those are infrastructure tokens. And those tokens are going to be used to settle the back end of the stock market, to do money transmittal, money transfer. Those two tokens have a huge potential to appreciate, right, in value, to where if you bought those two tokens right now, okay, and just hold on to them, don't trade them, just hold on to them. If you bought them right now, and I'll say anywhere between 3 to 5 years, okay, you'll be glad you did, okay? And that's what I wanted to tell you. You will be glad you did. So that's what I just wanted to put on you this morning, right? I'm gonna keep the videos coming. I got a lot of great content, right, that I'm working on right now, that I'm putting together, right? And a lot of it is, you know, I got to just write it out, right? It just, you know, I was talking to my daughter this weekend, and she said, Dad, you got a lot of content. And I really do. I have a lot of content on what it takes to go do deals, okay? Because that's kind of sort of like what I do, right? What it takes to go put a deal together, a significant deal, okay? So anyways, you know, have a great day and go do something good. Take care.